Hello chat room, what is up? It is me, Mashed Potato Flow. Our Subaru good luck charm can be put away for now. Hello, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. You can probably always tell that I'm never 100% sure what day it is. But, hello. Welcome. I feel like this should be on. But welcome, hello. We are mixing it up a little bit. I said yesterday, or said previously, we were going to play some Divinity. We still are. But something incredible has happened. The other day, when doing my champion meeting semifinals, I actually won 3 matches, and we made it into the Group A finals, the big boy finals. Suisse, hello man, welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend, and yes, we're not starting with it right away, but we made it to the Group A finals, and I wish I should keep better track. I think this is at least the second time we've made it to the Group A finals, but for sure, to this day, and we can prove this, to this day, not a single victory in any, look at all, no! Oh my god! It's, oh man, it's like a bunch of, I just see like a bunch of failure. Oh god. So the way it works, sorry, let's back up. There are 4 titles that you can get for each champions meeting. A platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. And as you can see, there are no... I'm gonna turn the game up a little bit. As you can see, there are no platinum titles for Mashed Potato Flow. A few golds, meaning that we either got 2nd place in the grade A or 1st place in grade B. So yeah, still looking for that platinum win. You know, even if we got one today, the real win is gonna be getting a Haru Ura turf medium or long distance 1st place champions meeting. And once I've gotten that, I will have no more goals in Umamusume, and I will most likely quit the game immediately after. That'll probably be it for me. Good thing that won't happen for a long time. I was just looking ahead. In about 90-something days is when we're going to be polling again. I will surely have 30,000 carats by then. If I'm lucky, I might even have 60,000 carats by then. That would be pretty amazing, but my guess is somewhere between 30 and 60, which is a pretty big range. So let's go back. So, let it be known that the gold ship is, on like a technical level, my best Uma. Good speed, max speed, long S, like higher than average width, which it's like not that good, but it's better than the other ones that I have. 1,000 speed, and we have 2 recovery skills, 1 gold recovery, and 2, this is actually more important, 2 double circle stamina green skills, which means this 1011 is actually like 1131 because it's getting plus 60 from both of these, which helps because we didn't get Swinging Maestro, which was just devastating. But no Swinging Maestro, but it's okay. And Gold Ship is at 18% win rate, basically 50% top 3. We go to Ogre Cap, which I'm very inexperienced in creating. I threw in Swinging Maestro, Straight Away Recovery, and Gourmand, and 777s. I have one extra recovery skill because, again, we need 3 to activate Festive Miracle, which is, in of itself, also a recovery skill. It's a speed and recovery skill, I believe, which is why it's so good. And it's, for most Champions meetings, it's really good because you can have this skill, 777s, which means it's going to activate in the final stretch of the race, which is when you want it to activate. So instead of crossing your fingers and praying that your skill activates, instead you can force it by using some of Ogre Cap's skills. This is not an Ogre Cap tutorial though, so I'm just going to shut up and move on. 12.5 first place win rate for Narita Taishin, and a 50 top 3, 50% top 3. Let it be known that before this, Narita Taishin's record was not this good. And it was her that secured, I'm pretty sure, 3 wins in the final batch of races. So I've swapped the order of my Umas. And now Narita Taishin is in the ace spot. Because I also pulled for Narita Taishin specifically and ended up having to pity her, which was tragic for my account. But it's okay. So what I want to do today, because I'm a little bit tired, and I want to, I've been saying I want to get more involved in Umamusume aside from just the gacha gaming. So I figured we could watch at least Narita Taishin's story, maybe all 3 of them, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take. So we'll start with Narita Taishin's, and then we will maybe race, or maybe we'll watch Gold Chip and Ogre Caps too. Where is she? Oh gosh. I'm suffering from success. I have too many Umas. Help! What? What? Okay. Slower. My streamer eyes are on right now, where I'm not seeing the obvious thing that everyone else is seeing. Found her. So, like, I feel bad because I don't even really know what kind of personality Narita Taishin has, but I think it's kind of like, not tsundere, but like, it's like tsundere, but like kind of meaner. It's like, yeah, maybe that makes sense. Like, there can be like the cute kind when they're like, they might call you stupid, but they don't really mean it. You could tell that they don't mean it. I feel like Narita Taishin is the type to say it and mean it, but also still in a nice way. And what's really cool... Let me back up. The fact that there's like real ties from the character to their real life counterparts is the main reason why I'm still playing Umamusume, because it's not just some anime gacha girl that they made up for this game, and it's not just some made up personality that they gave them to try to get you to swipe for them, if that makes sense. It's like, it feels lovingly designed, and I really like that part of it. So hopefully this will only further our growing appreciation for Umamusume. But even in the episode titles, this is what I was getting to, there's personality in there. We have all of these saying, no one, no pain, no way, no more, nobody, nobody's allowed in, no one can help, no one can change me. A better example in Meisho Doto's, sorry for being a klutz, sorry for overdoing it, sorry for not giving up, sorry for still having hope, I don't want to bother you, I could never bother you, I might bother you, maybe. It's so sad. It's so emotional. Just from the episode titles, you can kind of get an idea. of what kind of character and most likely horse Meisho Dota was IRL. That's so cool. That to me is what it's like, the difference between art, creative art, and design, which people might say is the same thing. That's definitely not the same thing. So, anyways, enough yapping. I believe these... Oh, they have voices, but of course it's all in Japanese. So, I don't know. Do you guys have a preference on if I'll have to read the non-voiced parts? But I feel like it ruins it if I read what she just said with her own voice. I feel like then it sounds weird. But I also feel bad being like, you have to watch to understand. No, you know what? Maybe I won't. Let's just do one and see how it goes. I don't want to read the same voice lines that she's saying. So just watch. Let's get immersed. What's she saying before this, though? You've been all hyper ever since we first met. Doesn't it tire you out? Well, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna turn the chat off for these as well. Oops. I forgot to read the... Hold on, we have to turn auto off. So, we're in the cafeteria. A loud voice just rang throughout. The room is stunned silent until a whisper of voices begin to buzz, and students nervously turned their eyes to the offending table. The student who shouted stands up, hardly taller than when she was seated. Actually, we can put chat in the top left. I like when you guys are still involved. Winning ticket. The very emotionally on the, wears her emotions on her sleeve, Uma. And Biwa. Haya Hide.
今回はチケットに道理があるぞ、大臣。確かに身体的成長には十分な栄養が必要不可欠だが、君のそれは度を越している。いわゆる過食の範囲に近いぞ。
They're trying to tell Narita Taishin she can't eat that much. Heaps of food lie on the table next to Narita Taishin. There's no way that she'll finish it all. You don't know that. Who asked you? Yeah, tell him to... Yeah! Tell him!
君はただでさえ食が細い方だろ?
Oh.
先日も食事の後に顔色が。だからうるさい。でも私来んな。付きまとってくんのはもうやめて。私のことはほっといてよ。
The scene leaves a bad aftertaste that lingers in the back of my mind. On my way home after a long day's work, I hear footsteps from the darkened training course. Someone's doing laps? At this time of night? Furiously running around the course is the petite racer from lunch today, Narita Taishin. Through gritted teeth, she lets out an agonized shout that echoes throughout the track. The frustration, the desperation in her steps. It almost hurts to watch. Several days later, runners line the track for tryouts, eager to show trainers their hard-won skills. For many of the determined athletes, it represents the chance of a lifetime and the first step towards the big leagues. What? Narita Taishin, barely visible, struggles to stand out among the many debut hopefuls.
うわ、やけに小柄な子がいるな。にしても今日の選抜レースは目玉不在ですね。
優秀な家柄の出身だったり可能性にあふれていたりする子はまとう雰囲気からして違うものだからな。
まあまあ、最終的には走りを見てみなければわかりませんよ。さ
Oops.
やってやる。今日こそ。
さあ、各馬娘ゲートに入りましてスタートしました。は
うわ、あの小さい子、後方スタートかと思ったら前へ行くのか。集団の位置取り争いに強引に混ざる気か。
しかしあの体育ではやはり位置取り争いに混ざるのは厳しいだろうな。体格差で振りすぎる。
ああ、何度も押しのけられて、あれじゃスタミナが持たないんじゃないか。
さあ、先頭が第4コーナーを曲がりました。ここで仕掛けてくるのは成田大臣、素晴らしい末脚、一気に先頭へ躍り出ます。
序盤で消耗しすぎたわね。無茶な走り、痛々しいわ。
There's no doubt her break for the front was a sight to behold, but in the end, Narita Taishin slipped down in position and finished in 10th. After the intense race.
くそ、頭痛。
大臣さん、話が。あら、大丈夫？息まだ整いきれてないの？
別に何でもない。何の用？
いえ、やっぱり思った通りね。大臣さん、あなたこのままレースの世界に居続けるのはやめた方がいいわ。
は？
そんな体でトゥインクルシリーズに挑むなんて無茶よ。取り返しのつかないことにだってなるかもしれない。そうなる前にこの道は諦めなさい。馬娘でも走る以外の生き方はあるでしょ。
うるさい。
大臣さん、お願い。あなたのために言ってるのよ。ちゃんと話を。
うるさい、うるさい。私のため。ふざけんな。私はこの足で勝つ。必ず勝つ。あんたにも絶対見せつけてやるから。
Narita Taishin spits the words out and runs off in a huff. The crushed look in her eyes as she passes me. It's heartbreaking. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this. This is already very emotional. Irek, what up? Welcome. We're watching some of Narita Taishin's story. What? Get this token altitude A3 GPCE G5 motherfucker out of my chat room. Caca. Alright. But yeah, we're so we made it to the Grade A Champions meeting. That's the big dog. The ultimate whale competition. It does not get any higher stakes than that. And so I wanted to pause before we did that race and learn a little bit more about the Umas that we have in it. And I'm already getting super emotional because I too, growing up, constantly told too small, scrawny, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So I super can relate to Narita Taishin. I was even thinking like her getting mad at people even telling her, like how much food she can handle. It's so annoying, it's annoying when people say that kind of stuff. I get it. Let's go to episode 2. And actually, I've only watched maybe a few of these, like not that many at all. And most of the time in the first episode of the story, that's like when they say, yeah, I'll be your trainer. So like in all of these scenarios, it's as if you're new and you've never done an Uma run before. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of separate from the game part of the game. So it looks like Narita Taishin is doing some night running.
くそ、あのトレーナー勝手なことばっか言って。
She's being fueled by her frustration right now.
どいつもこいつもムカつくやつらばっか。昔からずっとそうだった。
That's pretty emo of you, Narita Taishin, but I also have probably said those exact words many times.
お前の靴。ああ、それなら見たぜ。あの木の上だよ。あちゃー。こりゃ頑張ってジャンプしないとな。じゃないと届かないもんな。
ちょっと誰か隣座ってあげなよ。一人ぼっちじゃかわいそうでしょ。あたしやだ。その子なんか暗いし。じゃんけんで負けた子にしようよ。
くったらない理由でからかってバカにしてきて、慣れ合うなんてこっちから願い下げ。毎日ムカついてイライラしてて、だからレースだけは良かった。
あれがマジでぼっちでチビの成田大臣かよ。
レースだけは良かった。走って勝てばムカつくやつら、バカにしてきた連中全員見返してやれるから。全員まとめてぶち抜いたゴール板の先、その場所でだけ楽に呼吸ができる気がした。だからどんどんレースにのめり込んで、トゥインクルシリーズにだって出てやるなんて思って。だけど
成田大臣だっけ。あんた春からトレセン学園に行くって聞いたけど。
それあんたに関係ある？
いや別にないけど、ただ何考えてんのかなって思って。才能も体格も化け物級の連中が集まる最高峰の学園だよ。通用するわけないじゃん、あんたみたいなちっちゃいのが。
うるさい、黙れ。いいから見てなよ。言ってやりたいことは山ほどあったけど、全部が今も喉の奥に引っかかったままだ。くそなんだこいつら、レベルが違いすぎる。位置取りに隙がない。前に全然出られない。これがトレセン学園。 れるもんか。
Long after the lights are out for the night, a small shadow crosses the course. With a gulp, I go to confirm my suspicions. Sure enough, it's her again, Narita Taishin, looking somewhat distressed. She's clearly on the verge of collapsing. So without a second thought, I call out to her. You're pushing yourself too hard, Narita Taishin!
何あんた。
You're going to get yourself injured.
うるさい。関係ないでしょ。
Please! Please, Narita Taishin!
ああ、もううるさいんだよ。どいつもこいつも。無茶するな。それ以上は危ない。で、次はどうせあんたも言うんでしょ。お前には向いてないって。体が小さすぎる。手足が細すぎる。お前はレースに出るべき馬娘じゃない。全部聞き飽きたっつの。
Seeing her intensity, I freeze, unsure how to respond. Bitterly, she continues.
けどいい？何を言われようが、私はターフに立つから。バカにして見下してきた連中全員に。ざまあ見ろ。私のいるべき場所はここだって。ウィナーズサークルで笑って見せつけてやるんだ。
The look in her eyes is unmistakable. It's the unquenchable thirst for victory, a terrible and unshakable drive.
こんな時間まで何してるんだよ。コースのライトも消えてるのに危ないよ。
うざ。あんたこそ何しに来たわけ？
迎えに来たに決まってるじゃん。全然寮に戻ってこないから心配したんだよ、大臣。
あんたに心配される筋合いない。
ああ、待ってよ、大臣。
The course goes quiet, leaving me alone with my thoughts. The fire in Narita Taishin's soul ignites something in me, and my pulse refuses to slow down. So, we're in episode 3. We still haven't had the moment where they come to the agreement and say, yeah, I'll be your trainer.
あんたって出会った頃から暑苦しかったよね。
It almost feels like it's guaranteed to have a happy ending, but at the same time, I can't help but already feel despair. Narita Taishin, I understand. I understand your inner battle. I get it. And I already feel like, you know, part of the way to win that battle is going to be Narita Taishin accepting herself for who she is. Right now, she's still trying to run and be just like these other people. But really, you know, she is smaller. And she is some of the things that they're saying. But that doesn't mean that she's a bad racer or anything like that. And I do remember seeing something on Twitter once about how the IRL horse of Narita Taishin was small. And knowing again that Umamusume have real life, you know, design choices based on their real life counterparts, I wonder if the reason why Narita Taishin is an end closer, as in the one that runs in the back of the race, is because she doesn't have that inherent like stamina and power and all that to be a front runner, for example. It's also really interesting to me because Narita Taishin only runs longer races, so it's almost like It's almost like her winning a sprint or a mile is like not enough to prove that she's good enough. Okay, well, my cat is currently screaming at me to top up her food and water bowl. So I'll be right back, and then I will continue on. Does Marcinski... Wait, hold on. Really important question from chat. Does Marcinski have big Marcinskis IRL? I'm not Googling that. You can Google that, though. I don't know what's gonna pop up, bro, if you Google that. I'll be right back. It won't take long at all. Okay, I'm back. Any preference between me reading every line of dialogue or just kind of letting it roll? I feel bad just like not saying anything and watching the screen for like 3 minutes straight. It's like, huh? But it definitely sounds better hearing it from the character's voice, I think. You get to hear Narita Taishin's great voice acting. So let's see. Episode 1, No One Knows Me. Episode 2, No Pain, No Gain. And Episode 3, No Way, But Maybe. Also, I realized that it's gonna really suck watching this and becoming big Narita Taishin fans, and then going to the champions meeting and losing. But you know, that's how the game. That's the name of the game. We can't give up, but also, it's gonna be an uphill battle for us. I already looked at the Umas that we're gonna be running against today, because you can look ahead of time. It'll be interesting. Episode 3. Let's go. We'll just keep doing it how we were doing it. Narita Taishin has a short stride, but the rush she gets in the home stretch is fierce. More than anything else, she longs to win. A bit of searching reveals a video of a race she ran before applying to Tracy. Also, in one of the flashbacks when she was running, when she was talking about how running is the thing that, you know, she found as an answer to, as like a positive thing in her life. There's like a moment she's just running and has just a little smile on her face. I thought that was really a nice touch. Her expression has no hint of impatience. She's running comfortably in the back, calm and controlled. She takes it slow. Usually, letting the front runners save their energy for the final sprint would be a mistake. But in one beautiful stroke, she flips those odds around. With a burst of fearsome strength, she tears away from the pack. She rages forward like a storm and takes the win. Yay! I scramble through Taishin's portfolio to check the times. Her speed in the first half isn't anything special, but the second half, the last three furlongs, I don't know what that means, are incredibly fast for this type of race. Let's go look up what that means. How long is a furlong? A furlong is 220 yards, or 660 feet, or 201.17 meters. Oh, so it's like a furlong is like a unit of measurement specifically for horse races. So basically the last like they were saying the second half of the race, she was much faster than other Umas, I suppose. That's her real strength. She got impatient at tryouts and wasted her energy early on, so she didn't have enough to sustain her last spurt. If she saves her stamina, she can do it. And I guess we're gonna go and tell her that now. It's early to be thinking strategy, but I can't help tracking Taishin down.
あんた昨日の
Look at Winning Ticket's face. That's the face of someone who's surprised and already slightly excited.
昨日の夜に大臣と一緒にいたトレーナーさんだ。これはもしかしてなんだ
They even made the text like jiggle with energy. Ah! Like your vocal cords shaking. Yes, I am here to scout Narita Taishin. Exactly.
何それ昨日あんだけキレられといてどういう
She looks at me perplexed, and I tell her about the race footage I watched. Your final sprint is amazing.
はあで
I want us to seize victory together. 1 time on Twitter, I saw a person say, "I love Winning Ticket so much." They were like, "As a girl that cries way too easily, like, I really relate to her. We need more girls that cry way too easily at everything representation." And ever since then, I mean, it was like a joke tweet, you know, but at the same time, now I'm like, I've noticed it, and now anytime, I also feel the same way. And there it is. The famous crying Winning Ticket. So sad.
熱いよこのトレーナーさん。
Look at her eyes shining, shimmering.
いい人だよ。
ざこの人なんてガバガバのくせに
それでスカウト受けるの？契約しちゃうの？
誰がこんな暑苦しいのとそうか君さえ乗り気であれば万事解決であったのだが
Wait. Symboli Rudolph, who's known for her dad jokes? Is this also a dad joke? If this isn't a dad joke, it's, you know, it has the potential to one, a shame. All would have sailed smoothly if only you were on board. Like, on board a ship? A ship that sails? Winning Ticket feels strong, man? Yeah, feels good. Feels good, man, Winning Ticket. Feels strong, man, strongy. What? it's like she heard what I said. She's like, what? What did you just say?
急を要する案件だ同行頼めるか成田大使
会長
担当直入に言うと君に退学勧告をすべきだとの声が
What?
大きくなっていてね
Oh, maybe for her outbursts and stuff.
努力のためとはいえ度重なる門限破りなどの校則無視と合わせ最近は成績も振るわない体調にも不安があると指摘されていたな、私も反論はしているが正直四面楚歌といった具合だそこで君に協力を要請したい協力ああ宣告の意見自体は主に学園の教官やトレーナー陣から上がっているものだが覆すに最も有効なのは君の力を可能性を示すことどうか全力で悪評を覆してくれ 成田大臣。悪評を覆せって急に言われてもどうしたら。
大学なんてダメだよ大
チケット、あんたまさか盗み聞きしてたわけ？
違う、全力で耳を澄ましてただけだよ。
そういうのを盗み聞きって言うんでしょうが。
うん。しかし聞きしに勝る非常事態だな。
早秀、あんたまで。
What should we do?
どいつもこいつも。
さて、とはいえ会長
She's
が
still
提
crying.
示してきた課題を達成するなら取れる道は一つきりだな。
Uh-oh. There it is. The inspirational background music.
道があるの？さすが早秀。何どうしたらいいのかな。
なんであんたがやる気満々なわけ？
君の可能性、すなわちレースにおける期待値を煽るなら、やはりその場としてふさわしいのはレースしかあるまい。人を集めて模擬レースをするべきだ、大臣。我々も出走するとしよう。
そうだね私たちとレースだ大臣。
それ同情？手加減でもしてくれるってわけ？
いいや私はともかく手加減などという真似とあまりに無縁な馬娘が一人ここにいるだろ。
それはまあ。
Winning Ticket is just over here hyping herself up the whole time she's not even in the conversation anymore. She's just like, yeah, let's do it. I got this. I'm gonna help.
我々が話を持ちかけた理由は実に単純だ。
Alright, she snapped out of it.
単純な話というのは往々にして言葉では説明しがたい。よって模擬レース楽しみにしているよ、大臣。
Narita Taishin, you have to let your friends help. Don't try to do it all
そういえ
alone.
ば聞きました？ほら、週末の模擬レースの件。
Also, wait, pausing at the beginning of episode 4. When Narita Taishin was being picked on in school, the game specifically, kind of like Digimon, Time Stranger, they give extremely specific names to generic characters. In this case, this is new trainer A, right? And sometimes they'll say Umamusume A or Umamusume B. So when Narita Taishin was in school being picked on by that boy who threw her shoes in the tree, that was just a normal human boy. How rude, how rude. But also, I guess, he gets some credit for not making fun of her for being a horse girl, because that would be just, that would mean that there's racism in that's not funny. The concept of them being racism in Umamusume is crazy, though. That's why I'm laughing. We'll probably never get to show that boy that Narita Taishin is way cooler than he'll ever be. So hey, did you hear? You know, the scrimmage is about to start this weekend.
ああ、成田大臣が出るというやつか。今一度可能性を見極めればと聞いたな。
Oh no, this is a skilled trainer. Okay. Everyone at the academy knows about the scrimmage thanks to Winning Ticket and her days-long spree of shouting all around campus. But the reactions to the big news are mixed.
精緻な理論派のビワ早秀に爆発力のあるウイニングチケット。他の出走者たちも実力を上げてきている子たちばかり。正直、結果は見えていると思うわ。それよりあの子、また無茶な走りをして 怪我しないといいんだけれど。
Taishin? I try approaching the glum-looking racer. She's close with Biwa Hayahide and Winning Ticket, so she probably knows more about their much-talked-about abilities than most. You must be feeling the pressure. She looks grim, but I remember that video. Her fiery sprint down the home stretch. You don't need to get caught up in the fight for position.
は？何偉そうに。みっともないから何もせずに負けろって。
Narita Taishin, you're too edgy. You need to relax. We're on your side. You have to open up a little. Wait, I mean if you don't fight, you can win. Just let them get ahead and overtake them at the end. Take it slow in the beginning.
そんなの。でも、早秀みたいなでかいのに差つけられまくって逃げ切られたら。
With your breakaway speed, you can overtake anyone.
あんた、マジで何？意味わかんない。暑苦しい。
She walked away before we could really get to the real discussion. I'm not sure if she really got my advice. But it's too late now. The gates are opening.
お、ビワハヤヒデ、快調に飛ばしてるな。先頭集団の好位置につけたか。
ウイニングチケットも顔見知りが多いレースだからか、今日は調子が良さそうですね。終盤が楽しみだな。
あら、成田大使、あんな後ろに。まさかスタートにミスでもあったのかしら。
No wonder. Is she taking our advice?
前がどんどん塞がれてって壁みたいに見えるけど。
You don't need to get caught up in the fight for position. Take it slow in the beginning. Wait, I mean, if you don't fight, you can win. With your breakaway speed, you can overtake anyone. My voice echoes through Narita Taishin's head. Oh.
第4コーナー、あ、ウイニングチケットが上がってきましたよ。
想定通りだよ、ウイニングチケット。
岩早秀にウイニングチケット。やはり最後はこの二強対決か。
いえ、外から。
Here she comes.
成田大使、なんで末足のキレなの？
そうだ、ポケットすんな、目そらすな。私を見ろ、私を見ろ。私はレースを走る馬娘、成田大臣だ。
She's even more focused than in the video. Like a blade forged from all her willpower and perseverance, she cuts straight to the front. Everyone holds their breath as it ends, and Narita Taishin wins a close finish. Following her are Biwa Hayahide and Winning Ticket. It's more than enough to make her full potential known. A truly stunning race.
どうやら私もまだまだ修行が足りなかったようね。あなたほどの馬娘を見誤るだなんて。
それやめて。レース直後にあんたの大声とかマジできつい。
だって私全力だったんだよ。今日だっていつもみたいに勝つぞーって。でもそれでも 君に追いつけなかった。気持ちがまだメラメラ燃えてる。だから絶対また全力でレースしよう、大臣。
チケットうるさいからやだよ、バカ。
我々が出走を表明した意味、どうやら伝わったかな。
You can tell that they have a good relationship, because even though Narita Taishin said something kind of mean, winning tickets not crying.
早秀、
力あるライバルをここで失うなど感化できない。つまりはそういうことだよ。
恥ずかしいやつ。
The commotion dies down, and Narita Taishin hesitantly walks over to me.
あのさ、結局この間はチケットに先回りされてたし、だから今言ってよ。そのあれ
That I'm so touched. This is not the time to
違う、
joke.
バカ蹴っ飛ばすよ。そうじゃなくて、
Yes, I want to scout you, Narita Taishin.
Oh.
Cute. Good reaction.
よろしく。
Yay! She opened up a little bit. Oh no, wait. No. The next episode's called Nobody Can Help. Oh, maybe we might be having a slight setback. For today's training, Narita Taishin asks for help building her strength. No helpers? We all maybe need one helper, maybe. Listen, Narita Taishin's not the streamer. You know. How's that song go? Need a little bit of help from my friends. Remix. Just as I arrive at the gym, I see the stern athlete about to lift a barbell.
よし、これを。
She yanks it up, but the weight's momentum throws her off balance.
重っ。
Why is the screen just white here? Be careful! I help hold the barbell and slowly lower it to the floor. Like, I feel like they could have just kept this background and just not had her there. If they were like, well, we can't say she's lifting a barbell if she's just standing there, but like, why did I get sent to the to a different dimension? It would probably be a good idea to warm up before she gets herself hurt. Don't go overboard.
何？私には早いって言いたいの？まともに筋肉もないくせに意地張るなって。
Listen, Narita Taishin. You gotta relax. You gotta stop being so easily offended. But I understand that that's just what happens after years and years and years of the same treatment. But that doesn't mean you're still allowed to keep doing it. I'm not saying that. It's clear the irritated trainee has enough strength to lift the barbell, but she needs to slow down and warm up properly first. I tried to explain why. Though she appears reluctant, the stubborn student does as instructed for now. I assigned some light jogging on the treadmill to raise her body temp and heart rate, then cap it off with some stretching to loosen her muscles. Having finished the comprehensive warm-up, Narita Taishin once again stands before the barbell, and we go to the alternate all-white dimension. This time, she's a lot steadier, and she's able to lift the barbell with no problem.
よし。
Looks like you got the hang of it.
まあ、多少はね。
Her words express some doubt, but she's got it down. Dumbbell training is going smoothly, but it could be better if I adjusted her shaky posture. Can you straighten out your upper body a little more?
やってみる。
She accepted it. For the rest of training, she seems to take my instructions more willingly than before. With the workout finished, I go over the day's accomplishments. How do you feel with today's training?
まあまあ。あ、でも。そうだ。あのさ。あんたが指示してくれたウォームアップ。毎回やってみてもいいかも。あれのおかげで。まあ。いつもより体楽だった気がするし。
You would think it's common knowledge that you should warm up before exercising, but maybe not. Really? Well, that's great! I can't hide my excitement. I wasn't expecting such a positive response from her.
何急にテンションうざ。振り返りはもういい？じゃ、私帰るから。
Okay. Good work today. Though training seems to be going well with her, there are still some obstacles to overcome before we can truly be partners. Don't say it exactly like that. Episode 6, Nobody's Allowed In. The second to last episode.
今日のメニュー終わり。
Narita Taishin's training is going well, and she's getting into the swing of it, but something's still missing.
今日もよく頑張ったね。次のレースに向けてどんどん仕上がってるよ。本当ですか？じゃあレースの後のご褒美は期待しちゃおうかな。お、そうきたか。うん、よーし、それじゃあ例のお店の特上スイーツコース予約しとかないと。
Seeing other trainers with their racers, I can't help but think I might need to get to know Taishin better. Also, I'm really bad about not saying the Uma's names properly. I just always end up saying their first and their last name. But I guess, yeah, like technically it's just Taishin, if you wanted to be correct. But I like saying Narita Taishin. For the most part, I only see her during training. I know next to nothing about about Taishin herself. It just sounds odd. Maybe I just need to give it a go. Taishin, do you have a sec?
何？今日のメニューなら終わったけど、まだなんか用？
Uh-oh. I'm already nervous. I'm feeling nervous, like I'm about to say, do you want to maybe hang out? Just like, you know, hang out and do something? Is there anywhere you'd like to go? Wow, it's gonna come out of nowhere. Huh?
別にない。
Not really.
あんたと遊んでる場合じゃないし。じゃ、クールダウンして上がるから。
And she's gone. Hopefully I'll get to know her better as we train more. One day, a letter goes out to all faculty. It turns out to be a bonus from the academy. Tickets to an aquarium. I would have invited Taishin, but she turned me down the last time I tried, so I head off by myself. Oh, this feels really like, you know, a lot of these feel like dating simulator, or not dating simulator, but like a visual novel. The whole like, go to the aquarium with the free tickets that we just got from our job and just so happen to meet one of the other protagonists. Yes, this is like classic, feels really good. I guess I can't say classic. I've not played a ton of them. It's a small aquarium in the suburbs, quiet, and with only a sprinkling of visitors. And we get to see Narita Taishin in her casual clothes. One of whom I recognize. While I debate whether to say something, she mumbles to herself.
行くかな。
I've never seen her this calm. Something's different than usual. Perplexed, I watch silently as she drifts off to another area. But it's a small aquarium, and as I stroll around, I wind up seeing her again. She's standing by the Fishy Fun Time touch tank, staring down at the doctor fish inside.
よし。
She cautiously checks if anyone's around, and then gathers her courage and dips a hand in. Her worry melts away as the squirming fish tickles her fingers. That was an adorable sound. Later, as the sun begins to set, there are barely any visitors now. The aquarium is still and noiseless as the deep sea. And all alone, joyfully snapping pictures of the energetic sea creatures is Taishin. For someone who hates groups, she has an awfully big smile looking at the school of fish.
あんたも来てたの？
I freeze like a deer in the headlights. A wave of embarrassment washes over me as I struggle to reply. Hey, what a coincidence. I mean, genuinely it was at first, but, you know, smooth. If she realizes I was watching her, I don't even want to think how mad she'll be.
ここさ、いつもこんなんなんだよね。
She smiles, not a hint of anger to be heard in her voice. Maybe it's the tranquil blue ambiance, but she seems so gentle.
割と近くにもっとでかくて華やかな水族館あるでしょ。団体客とかさ、そういうのは大体そっちに行くわけ。だからいっつも静かなんだよね。一人客も多いし、いても魚好きの連中ばっかだから、みんな水槽を見てて。
Really like how they made her kind of look off into the distance, right? Like she's really looking at the tanks right now.
私のことなんかさ、誰も気にしてない。
She pauses, her words fading into the background music. For all the time we've spent together, I've never seen her make a face like this.
魚どうだろう。こいつら私のこと分かってんのかな。まあどっちでもいいけどさ、いるだけって感じだし。別にそれならそれで私も楽だし。あんた何笑ってんの？
Oh, nothing really.
あっそ、変なやつ。じゃあ私行くから。ここ割と閉館早いんだから気をつけなよ。
I look on as the mysterious aquarium goer disappears into the distance. This turned out to be a pretty great day. Hopefully, it's a sign of progress.
やったー、タイム更新。トレーナーさん、特上スイーツセット予約した方がいいんじゃないですか？いやいや、タイム更新はすごいけど、スイーツはレースに勝ってからのご褒美だってば。
The banter between trainer and trainee looks fun, but this time, I feel a little less envious. Nice work, Taishin.
ねぎらいとかいいから。ほら次。
You got it.
なんかあんた今日無駄に元気じゃない？
I've come to realize that I'm happy the way things are. And on to the final episode. I kind of can't figure out how it's going to end anymore. I kind of thought it was going to end with her opening up. But it seems like it's more like we're accepting how she is more than she's changing because of us. Which I think I like that more. And now we're on the beach. Says it's freaking hot. Take off your tracksuit. What you're wearing a like a jacket at the beach.
はあ、せよせよー。
I was just about to say, all right, whoever's over there, you need to calm down. And then I looked at Narita Taishin's eyes right now. It's like she's also looking at this fiery Umamusume, and she's like, shut up. Like, performative exercises at the beach. Shut up.
感覚忘れないうちにもう一本行ってくる。
Don't overdo it.
はいはい。あと一本だけだから。
All the runners are charged up for the biggest part of the summer camp. Oh god, summer camp. Even Taishin is getting really into it. She's starting to worry me. I wish there was some way to make her take a break and ease the tension.
今日のメニュー終わりっす。トレーナーさん、約束通り祭り行く準備するっすよ。
はいはい、祭りな。じゃあ、花火が始まる19時ちょい前に集合で。
There's a festival? How do we not know about the festival? It is... Oh my god. I had no idea, though something tells me Taishin wouldn't enjoy the crowds. But still, it feels like a waste to sit it out. Think. Something fun, but relaxing. We're on the beach! That's it, the fireworks. Was that specially branded Umamusume bottled water just now? Incredible.
人いなくなってきたね。
Whatever. Oh.
確か祭りがあるんだっけ。
See, she even barely remembered that there was a festival.
誰もいないならちょうどいい。限界までとことん詰めるよ。
And she even prefers that everyone's gone now. Actually, let's try something different.
何？
Want to head closer to the forest?
森の方ね。まあ別にいいけど、そっちにも他の奴らはいないだろうし。
On the way over, the sun sets to reveal a star-filled night.
まだ進むつもり？結構遠くまで来たけど。
Here should be fine. Just wait for a second.
大気？
The fireworks begin at 7 o'clock, which means they should start in 5, 4, 3, 2... Okay, I was gonna say, was it just the one firework? But there were some more. Okay. Nice.
なんでこんなタイミングで？もしかしてあんた？
Me? No way. What a coincidence, huh?
全部作戦のうちってわけね。
Fireworks light up the sky one after another and fill the night with a rainbow of colors. For a minute, we listen to them crackle with the breeze. Then, Narita Taishin softly begins to speak.
嫌いなんだよね。祭りとかそういうの。他人が大勢うじゃうじゃいる場所にわざわざ行くとか信じられない。てか、そもそも行かないけどさ。
I thought so. She's saying how she wouldn't want to go to a festival. There's too many people, even though she admits she's never tried. I thought so.
なんかその分かってる予感はかなりムカつくけど。悪くはないよ。花火。大勢のいるとこで見るよりはずっと楽だし。他人がいなきゃ変に気を使う必要もないしさ。
Just as she says, she looks completely relaxed now. Being away from judgmental eyes is important to her. But I hope she can make one exception to that. I'm here, though. Is that okay?
たく、今さら何言ってんだか。あんたの場合は、ほら、魚みたいなもんだし、いてもいなくても別に変わんない。 魚どうだろう。こいつら私のこと分かってんのかな。まあどっちでもいいけどさ、いるだけって感じだし。別にそれならそれで私も楽だし。どっちでもいいよ、あんたなら。
So apparently, I'm on the level of a fish. But from her, that's the best thing there.
ちょっと何だらしない顔して。
Oh, am I? Sorry.
そうだよ、バカ。
Despite Taishin's rude words, the light from the bursting fireworks illuminates her decidedly gentle smile.
あんたって出会った頃から
Okay,
作るしかって
that didn't go how I thought it was gonna go at all. But I mean, it was still really, really great. I thought it was gonna end with the big, like, yeah, I'm Narita Taishin, and even though I'm small, I can still run with the rest of them, and I'm #1, and yeah, I can't be beaten. And it ended with just us accepting her for how she is. Doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. Although we did technically have to stop her from being expelled. And I took my first legit Umamusume screenshot. There are stories for all of the Umas like that. I don't have all of them unlocked. I have like most of them unlocked. But I think... So that was really great. I definitely want to do Haru's sooner than later too. I think I did it, like I watched them a long time ago. Like when I first started playing. I'm pretty sure it wasn't on stream. So we should do that. Not now though. Because I think it's race time, lads. I think it's race time. I'm gonna go ahead and do my chores though. I hope you all are more Narita Taishin fans now. And now it's gonna be even more sad when when we lose. But it's okay. The great thing is you're more of a winning ticket fan now. You know, I thought that too. I was like, you know, winning ticket's getting a lot of points from me here too. She's really cool as well. I've done a lot of winning ticket campaigns, career runs, and yeah, they're all full of her going like, wah, ah, wah. In that sense, she does remind me of Subaru, and the fact that she has like short black hair. But Subaru doesn't like cry easily. She just screams and gets fired up easily. I think a young mashed potato Flo could really relate to Narita Taishin's standoffish attitude. Not that it's the right way to behave, but I'm still trying to shed some layers of angst, even today, I think. The team trial, team rebuilding has gone horribly so far, because I've redone maybe 3 or 4 Umas on my thing, and I'm getting 582,000 points. Maybe 600,000 in a best case scenario. To stay in the top ranks, you need, I think it's like 700,000 points. Just last month it was only 600,000, so like everybody is boosting their team rating. Yeah, current retention line 710,000. I'm getting kicked out of class 6 again, man. I don't want... whatever. We have daily legend races now, which is super exciting. All that means is they're like special races against specific Umas, and you can get star. Well, so if you do it for the first time you beat them, you get a bunch of stars and some carrots and a trophy, which also gives you carrots. Now you can do one a day, and eventually you'll have enough stars to either level them up or to even unlock them, right? So in this case, I actually have almost all of the Umas that you can do daily legend races for, except for Medro McQueen and regular TM Opera O, because we all know that I was cursed with like 4, oh shit, with like 4 TM Opera O's, New Year's ones. Terrible. It's only 21 more races before I get Medro McQueen, which I'm fine with. I saw some people being like, what do you mean you only get one star? And I was like, bro, you understand? Like, yeah, I mean, I wish it was more too, but at the same time, like, this is a great scenario, because otherwise you just couldn't make progress on those stars to the characters you don't have unless you got it from the daily shop, which you only get 3 of, and sometimes you won't even get that Uma. So this is like a guaranteed just trickle way for you to get whatever Uma that you want, if it's in the daily legend races, I guess. Just gotta do our very hard money races now, which I got really close. 11th place! Gold Ship, what are you doing? Fucking 11th place? Do you want us to be homeless? I'm buying the Haru Urura stars, even though I don't need them anymore. One day I'm gonna, like, someone's gonna question how much of a Haru Urura fan I am, and I'm gonna say I have this many stars, even though they don't unlock anything anymore. And they'd be like, why? Why are you spending your money on that? And I say, because I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan, and it is a competition. Not really. Alright, let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Let's take a look at these Umas, and yeah, I actually was gonna do this race last night, off stream, because I figured we're gonna lose. But then I saw the enemy Umas, and I was like, hot damn, it might actually be a fun one to watch, so let's do it. Let's do it. And this time we will be taking a moment to analyze. So, in the final round, every Uma has great mood, which basically just means the playing field is more fair. Everybody is going to be running with a slight boost to their stats and whatnot. Because sometimes in the other rounds, your ace might be in a terrible mood, and someone's worse Uma might be in a great mood, and that might be enough for them to squeeze out a win over you. Not in this case, not in the finals. Let's take a look. For my Umas, we'll look at them just very briefly. You know, 1,179 speed, that's basically max, okay? With the long champions meeting, very hard stat requirements, especially since it's a wet track. It's a wet track and it's raining. That just means you need even more stats than what is actually physically possible for you to achieve because of the stat caps. Narita Taishin, good speed, okay stamina, but like, it's like viable stamina, viable power. Guts is like, whatever. The wit should be higher. Wit should be, like, I wish Guts and wit could trade. But, you know, having this extra Guts here, it's going to make up for our little bit of lacking stamina. We have Superior Heal, Sleeping Lion, Swinging Maestro, and Deep Breaths for our cooldown recovery skills. I don't know why. It's not a cooldown. For our recovery skills, with Superior Heal being a unique skill that we inherited, which basically just means, in terms of hierarchy, it's gold recovery skill, unique special recovery skill, and then the normal gray recovery skills. I have 3 gold speed skills, okay? I don't know how good Radiant Star is, but I got Professor of Curvature and Encroaching Shadow. Encroaching Shadow is a pretty big one. Also on my team, Ogre Cap, almost max speed. Similar stats to Narita Taishin, although here we have way more wit. We have Wet Conditions, Competitive Spirit, and Pace Chaser Savvy. I don't remember if that's going to trigger on this or not. We have 2 gold recovery skills and 2 normal recovery skills. And 3 gold speed skills. And then, who I was considering my ace, but the game seems to disagree. Max speed long S, the distance rank, the aptitude being S, just means I'm getting, I think, an extra 120 speed. So we actually have like 1,320 speed, 1,000 stamina, good power, okay guts, better wit than Narita Taishin. We have some stamina boosting green skills that I talked about earlier. And actually, like, Gold Ship's skills kind of suck. Maybe that's why she's lower ranked. Only 1 gold speed skill, 1 gold recovery, 2 normal recoveries, because I didn't get Swinging Maestro. So, that's who I have going into this. We take a look at our competition. Restum has a Tamamo Cross, max speed, good, perfectly good stamina and power, guts and wit, all kind of comparable to some of my Umas. They are an end runner, which I didn't know. I thought this person was a front runner for some reason. They have Tail 9, which I've never really seen before. Increased velocity after activating many skills mid-race. So 1 gold skill, 2 gold speed skills. But see, interestingly, 1 gold recovery, only 1, 2 normal recovery skills, but also this Stamina Eater skill, which gives them stamina and takes it away from us. So I'm not sure if that's enough for this Tamamo Cross. Maybe because she's an end runner, that they can survive with just those recovery skills. Mejiro Dober, a bit of a more rare Uma that I've not seen a lot of. Similar stats to what we've been looking at before. Long S though, so a bonus to that speed that we just saw. They have Let's Pump. I'm not sure that that actually matters on this race course, but that's the one where they need to be in 6th place in the final corner. And oh, only 1 gold speed skill, but a lot of other skills. Wait, mile corners. That doesn't make any sense. This is a long race. They must have really not had any. Wait. What an awkward. Either this guy just misclicked, or this was just an extremely awkward amount of points that they had left over, that they could afford 1 circle of mile corners, but they couldn't afford double circle, late surger straightaways, late surger corners, or long straightaways. That's just really weird. That almost make that doesn't, or corner, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then Ogre Cap, low on the speed, insane on the wit, 1,000 wit. They're really banking that their Ogre Cap is going to activate their special skill and win. Early race, Stamina to spare. I don't know how often that's going to prompt. Gourmand, Shake It Out is an interesting one. This feels like a gamble recovery skill. I don't know how that's going to work. And then 777s, it's kind of stupid saying that 777s can activate at any time. It literally won't. It will actually activate at 777 meters, which I feel like is always in late race, but, you know, what do I know? What do I know? Speed Star. Wait, isn't that a medium skill? Oh. So Speed Star, 2 gold speed skills, and maybe enough recovery. So if I'm kind of thinking like who worries me on this guy's team, I don't know. I don't think I'm that worried about these guys. I think it was the other person that had this guy, Zante. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Zante, our other competitor, the #1 Uma, Mejiro McQueen. max speed, max wit, 1,000 stamina, and we've got groundwork, speed star, beeline burst, cooldown, radiant star, so 3 gold speed skills, 1 gold recovery skill, some baby recovery skills in there as well. But I'm kind of thinking that they're gonna be able to activate the cooldowns. This is a scary one to me. Their gold ship, long S, almost max speed, it's like close enough. Decent other stats, pretty high, much higher wit than what I have going on. Oddly, they have groundwork, which I'm almost just positive is like a mistake. You should not put groundwork on your gold ship, is my understanding. But I'm not a master racer at all. This gold ship only has 1 gold speed skill. This is not a speed skill, so I don't know why they included that in there. 1 gold recovery. And then their Saiyan Sky was also scary. Oh yeah. This is... Actually, I take it back. This Saiyan Sky scares me more than McQueen. My only saving grace is that there's only 1 front runner. If there's more than 1 front runner in a race, they will compete with each other, and basically they make themselves, both of themselves, faster because there's this, like, the way that the game works is my understanding. But since there's only 1, she'll never be overtaking anyone, she'll never be doing certain things, and it's just like a weaker version of what we could have been experiencing. Pretty far from the speed. I actually think it's kind of funny that they were like, yeah, I care way more about max wit than max speed, even though I think we would rather have max speed and just have a slightly less wit. That's another bot chatter. Get out of here. 2, Automod must be taking Easter off. Turf S, long S, and... Oh shit. No, I think I lost. I just noticed. This Uma has 3 green skills and groundwork, which means they will for sure proc groundwork, which means they're for sure gonna be in the lead at the beginning. Which is bad because Saiyan Sky, to activate angling and scheming, which is a really good unique skill, they have to be in the first place position on the final corner. So the win conditions for this race are: 1, pray that this Medro McQueen just self-destructs itself somehow and doesn't win. 2, pray that somebody is in front of this Saiyan Sky on the last corner. We're actually screwed. Like, we're just so screwed. Wait. Oh. Wait. Front runners use more stamina than end closers and whatnot. We just saw that with Narita Taishin's story. This Saiyan Sky has 969 stamina, but it doesn't have any gold recovery skills. That is really interesting. It's possible, but unlikely because it has so much wit that it could tire itself out. So, that being said, I think it's time. Are you all ready? Narita Taishin? Oh man. Do your best. Ogre Cap? Do your best. Gold Ship? Do your best. I am trying to believe in my team. The odds are stacked against us. But it's not, it doesn't feel hopeless. So here we go. Subaru. Subaru, help us, please. Guide us to victory. Ooh. Also, there's 4 end runners in this. It's going to be really, really fun. There could be some blocking happening. We'll see. All right, chat. It's time. I'm moving you guys back to the other corner. Zuru, help! I feel it. I'm feeling the energy starting to course through my body. She is kind of short, isn't she? Let's go, Narita Taishin. Let's do it. Come on. Number 6 favorite. We're in. We're still in. No late starts. Doing great. There goes that Saiyan Sky. Very dangerous. Oh man. I don't know if we're going to be able to steal the first place away on the final corner with our Ogre Cap, but there's another Ogre Cap and the McQueen, right? So someone has to. Curvature for my Ogre Cap. Ramp up for Ogre Cap. Looking good for Ogre Cap. Level headed for Gold Ship. That's kind of like whatever. Really gotta pay attention to the cooldown skills on my Ogre Cap. We could see one now. That'd be good to see one now, I think. No? There's Go Home Specialist for both gold ships? I mean, that's kind of like whatever. Narita Taishin in 9th place right now, saving our strength. There's Gourmand from Ogre Cap. Sleeping line for Narita Taishin. Pretty good. Standing by for gold ship, so gold ship stamina-wise in good shape. In closer straightaways for Narita Taishin. I'm not seeing any more. There's the debuff. And Narita Taishin not being affected by it by being in the end. Anchors away coming out from both gold ships. Swinging Maestro on my Narita Taishin. Swinging Maestro on my Ogre Cap. Then we just need straightaway recovery or 777s in the final corner for my Ogre Cap. Then she's going to be doing like the best that she can, I feel like. We have the chance to get 2 gold skills at the end as well. Saiyan Sky still in the front, but about to be passed by someone. Somebody pass her, just anybody. Just anyone at all. If she activates Angling Scheme, we're so screwed. I think someone just passed her. Straightaway spurt for Gold Chip. Encroaching Shadow for my Narita Taishin. Here comes Tamamo Cross. And no! She got Angling Scheme. It's so over. But wait, my Gold Chip's in the front? When did that happen? And there's Festive Miracle, Ogre Cap, unique skills popping off for both of them. I'm pretty sure I saw. Eat the meat. Run! Gold Chip's in first. Radiant Star for my Narita Taishin. Where's your innate experience for Ogre Cap? But where's Narita Taishin's ultimate? Tamamo Cross. Oh. Narita Taishin. I want you to win this so bad. Go! Run! I cannot tell who's in the lead right now. Tamamo Cross was right on Gold Ship's heels, but I can't tell. Everybody's dueling for the front position right now. We're in front. Could it be? Is it? Hot damn. Oh my god. It happened. It happened. I cannot believe that. My gold ship was number 9. Yeah! Woo! Oh my goodness. It's a shame that we couldn't pull out a win with Narita Taishin. But it's okay, because we'll see them again. The promised win, but not the promised win. The next promised win is already in our sights, in our minds. But let's see. Let's take a second. Number 9 favorite. If this was me by myself, I would replay this race like 5 times to see how the heck did I just win. At the end, for sure, my gold chip blocked their Tamamo Cross a little bit. Whew. Give me my ultimate, yeah, my gold Omega box of ultimate riches. Give me it. Woohoo! 2,500 carats. Oh my god, the rich get richer. Holy shit. Wow. And there it is. There it is, lads. I can't believe it. Technically, I did spend the longest preparing for this champions meeting, but not that long. Like, not that long. Ah, nice. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I gotta do it at least for like a little bit, right? I gotta equip my platinum title, even though I like being a wallflower. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna unequip it now. Wait, I got more of these? Extrovert? Popular kid? No, no, no. I'm a wallflower. Flower boy? You know what? I'll accept it. Also, I think we should add Narita Taishin to my starting screen. Let's put her at the racing part. I don't know how to describe it, but I really feel like I can relate to Narita Taishin. Now I want to get her to win too. If I have a team with Haru and Narita Taishin, if we just can find a third one, then there's no way, even no matter who we win with, it'll still be really exciting. That's so sad though. What place did Narita Taishin get? Oh, I don't want to replay the whole thing. Okay, I'll just skip to the end. Actually, you know what? Since I'm already here, I'm gonna skip to the we'll skip to the final corner and then I'm gonna watch. So we're already in first. There's the Tamamo Cross right there, and she's actually was ready to pass us. They kind of lined up here, or did we win the duel? Like, right there. You can see her shadow, right there. I think she just couldn't catch up. Blocked a little bit and couldn't catch up. But Narita Taishin got third! Oh, no! That was so close. Even though Oguri Cap was like second at the final corner, she fell down to 6th. Dang. How great of a stream would it have been if Narita Taishin won that for us? That would have been chef's kiss. Alright, chat. Let's see, let's back out of this. Go to the outro for a second. Put on a song. Not that song. That song's too sad. Why YouTube? But okay, I think the plan now is for me to yap for a minute, and then there is just something wrong with my computer and YouTube when I'm streaming. It will not play. Yeah, fuck, man, it's so tilting. It's so tilting. I just resized the window. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It just looks like this. There's just empty space there, like on the sides, and it's just frozen like that. Ah, why? Oh well. Well, we won. I can't believe it. I'm actually kind of shocked. But maybe, well, I kind of won because I got lucky, huh? You're bound to get lucky eventually, right? I was gonna say maybe it's because I just got that fine motion card. Maybe I'm improving my skills. I was like, no, no. I think I just got lucky a little bit. When you're blocked type of shit. Let's see. What the heck? Chat room. We still have some Divinity to play today. Because I don't know how long that's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be an ultra long stream. I think I'll go ahead and pause here and then eat. Even though I don't usually like to do that. I used to do that a lot, and now I don't think I enjoy that. But whatever, it's like a weird day. I'm still getting used to my new schedule with everything. Uh, so I want to try to squeeze in some extra streams since I'm not always able to stream on the weekdays, both weekdays anymore. I survived my first working 3 days in a row shift yesterday. I get 1 day off and then I have to do another 3 days in a row. My I'm adjusting, but my hands look bad. I have all these little cuts and scrapes that keep appearing on my arms, and I'm like, where? How? When? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just I'm doing a bunch of shit. I felt a weird feeling in my pinky the other day, and I was like, what? And I looked down and I was bleeding. I was like, ah, shit. I was like, I had like ripped a hangnail. It was just like a little bit. And I was like, no, no, I don't know where the band-aids are, and I don't want to ask. I was like, but I have to because I'm getting blood on stuff. that's that's super bad. It's really bad. Also, guys, this is a gross story. It's not, well, it's gross, but you'll laugh. I gotta know what you would do. Okay, tell me, please. I pooped myself at work? How did you know that it was like, you're like 90% correct? I went into the bathroom and I noticed so this is just like the public customer, like everybody's bathroom. And I noticed there's a wet floor sign propped like in such a way that it's blocking uh sorry, Cece, I don't want to listen to Wind Up right now. It'd make me sad. And then of course the song. Now it's all messed up. But there's a wet floor sign like blocking your way to get into one of the stalls. And I was like, that's really weird. And then what do you guys think I saw on the floor in the stall from under the gap? It was a pile of poop. There's poop on the floor, just right there on the fucking floor. And I was like, bro, no fucking way. And I was the only one in there. And immediately I was like, oh shit! If a customer walks in here and they see me in here, they are only going to logically conclude that it was me that did that. And so for the second time in my life, within the past literally 20 years, I used a urinal again. Very uncomfortable. I unbuttoned and unzipped my pants because I'm a noob at using a urinal, and I did not have time to fiddle with my zipper and everything because I had to get the fuck out of there because there's a pile of poop on the fucking floor that I do not want to be responsible either for or to clean. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, do I have to call this in on the radio? I can't call it. How do you call that on the radio? What do you even say? I don't want to be the guy that tells the team about the poop on the floor. And I was like, I got to get out of here. And so I started washing my hands, and I look in the trash can. There's a pair of just shit-filled Hanes whitey-tighty underwear just in there. I want to be like, this motherfucker, he didn't even try to cover it up with, I guess we don't have paper towels in there. It's just air dryers, like your hand dryers. I was like, this motherfucker left his filled shit underwear right beside the hand air dryer, sucking in his shit air and blowing it onto my hands. I was losing it, dude. And then, I'm not going to say it's the right call. I just didn't call it in, guys. I just assume that someone else will call it in, or they're already cleaning it or whatever. I don't know who put that sign there. I left it alone. And later I realized, wait, we're closed today. So either someone cleaned that up yesterday, or it's going to be there tomorrow. I don't know what to. I'm at a loss. Well, I accidentally told one of my work stories that I was saving. I was like, dude, is this what it's like working in the public? How have I worked for well, I've worked for more than 2 places that dealt with the public. I was about to say I'm 2 for 2 on job. I'm working a job and then having to clean up some escape poop from a toilet. How? This can't be that common of a thing. Also, why didn't the guy just like buy underwear in the stores? Oh God. Oh my God. I just realized that means that unless that dude left the store right away, he was just walking through the store with shit on his ass, not wearing underwear. Oh my God. I'm so glad that I don't own that store. I'm so glad that it's a major corporation and not like a mom and pop store. That would really make me feel terrible. Oh my God. All right. That's it for me for this stream. I'm leaving you guys with the gross story. I'll have another fun story whenever I come back. I'm gonna go eat. Won't be gone for too long. Then, Divinity. Thank you for watching, Uma, and cheering us on. Narita Taishin's story was really fun to learn about, even though I got super emotional about it. And we got our first platinum win, finally. It's only taken a year and a half. Or, yeah, like a year to year and a half. Alrighty, guys. I was